like, this is life or death for me. You know, God spoke to me, and God told me, if you don't do what I command you to do, I'm going to take everything away from you. No matter how much you love the life you live in Atlanta, if you don't do what I assigned you to do, which is to be the biggest artist that you can be, the best artist you can be, I'm going to take all of it away from you. So I'm not back in Boston because I love Boston so much. Like, I do love Boston. I'm not rapping because, I just love rapping so much. Rapping is like the hardest shit for me to do. You feel me? Like,
welcome back to the Underdog Experience. Okay, I'm prodigal, flows like the prodigal. Leprechaun luck from a city where you gotta go if you're really trying to blow. Reach a glass ceiling, took a flight, then I broke the hole. Numero, UNO, bird or a plane, motherfucker, I'm a UFO. Clark Kent, Dizzle man, never Captain Save-A-Ho. Used to work and save a lot, now I'm getting paid a lot. Like I hit the lotto, they like Dizzle man, you rap a lot. I can't save a flow, see my dog's been cracked. I wear my heart on my sleeve, this a cardiac. These punch-ins got me sounding like a heart attack. I spit bullets, nigga, this is semi-automatic. I'm so dumb, short bus, I might switch my shit. Yellow bus drive vibes after school and shit. I ain't a hothead, this old man be cool as shit. You think I'm cool and crip, cause I got blues and strips. I ain't gangster, 5'10 UK model, she might wank ya. Wake up, praying to God, I'm like, thank ya. Too much drip in my boat, it might sink ya. Carhartt with Levi jeans, I might shank ya. All you wanna know about the D, it means danger. Beantown manger, Black Power Ranger. Don't piss big bro off, he'll rearrange ya. Fuck cloud, I'm trying to stack and make bangers. Same nigga 10 years straight, I ain't change up. 26 got me switching my whole brain up. Put that phone down, locking in stack paper. Why you looking up to these rappers, they can't say God shit. When I'ma say me, household,
came out.
That's what he's doing, man.
Yeah. Oh, this whole production.
You guys all.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Welcome to High Street, Clark T.
Yeah. It feels good to be here.
About time, man. We talked about this like a couple of years ago.
Years, crazy.
It was, almost. It was 2 years ago at the BMAs. I met you.
Oh, yeah.
But, I'm just an idiot. So here we are, finally.
Not an idiot.
We got together in the studio the other night. We made something that you're going to hear at the end. But that was some shit that you put together, right?
Yes. The song with J Rose?
No, I mean the one that we just heard.
Oh, yeah. That's me. Yeah.
At the end, we're going to let them hear the shit with J Rose.
Yeah.
At least if they're watching live, we'll see if.
Yeah. No, I made that freestyle probably like top of the year.
Yeah.
Top of the year, yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay, cool, man. Nah, but guys, Clark D is back in town because you don't live in Boston, really, right? You're from Boston, but you've been living in Atlanta for a while.
Yeah.
You're moving to New York now.
Yeah.
But you came through here for a month to bring some knowledge back.
Yeah. Just
right? Bring some knowledge back to the hometown because you've been doing pretty good, man.
Trying, yeah.
Growing.
Trying, yeah.
It seems like you have a really steady growth rate.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Which is shit because that's so hard for people to fucking make happen.
Yeah. It's been hard, but it's like life is hard. You feel me? Like
Sure,
I prefer it this way.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like that shit.
But yeah, I'm in town for a month, a little over a month. I didn't want to go straight to New York from Atlanta because I feel like I had a unique opportunity to do stuff back home and just like be in Boston, and just
stop. Go.
be around the homies and shit like that, and also just pour back into the scene in the ways that I can before I like transition. And even when I go to New York, I'm probably not even gonna be out there like on some every single day tip until like January. So I'll probably still come back every other weekend because I got some stuff I'm planning for Q4 here and just keep building what I'm doing here because we got something good. And then January, I'll probably be like more full-time in New York.
Okay. You didn't want to wait till spring to come? I mean, why didn't you stay in Atlanta till like spring, at least through the shitty winter?
Yo, because...
It's a solid question, by the way.
That's a great question to ask. It was just a matter of urgency. Like there was... So my original intention at the top of the year... Well, when me and my brother were talking about moving, I was actually gonna leave Atlanta by November or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I get it, it's cold and stuff like that, but because I work in music, you don't want to wait like past November-ish. It gets less active. You get what I'm saying? And so I didn't want to wait a year. Because I knew, one, I'll be 27 next year. I'm 26 now. So I'm like, I want to use the momentum I have now, but I don't want to move like, in like December or some shit. I don't know. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Yeah. But I had to move. Yeah.
You didn't want to hit New York at like a slow time.
Yeah.
Yeah, or make your transition at a slow time. You want to go when the shit's hot, it's active.
Yeah.
Right.
People are doing jobs.
And then also, I figured it would take me about 3 to 6 months to like fully be acclimated.
Yeah.
So if I time it out correctly, by March, April next year, I'll be fully acclimated to living in New York.
Okay.
So I kind of timed it like that.
So now it's going to be spring's hitting.
And
You're starting to hit your groove.
Yeah.
That is smart.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And also, this is like on some God stuff, but my landlord, because we were renting this big ass crib in Atlanta, a suburb of Atlanta called Mableton, and we were renting this big ass crib, and the landlord, did all these renovations and stuff like that, and actually ended up just wanting to sell the house. You know what I mean? And so in April, he told us like, "Yo, I'm finna sell the house. What do y'all want to do?" And the price he was talking about, even selling it to us, it wasn't that crazy per se, but like we knew we were moving, and I didn't want to buy a house in Atlanta if I'm moving. And then so we were just like, "Yo, we're actually leaving in August, or we plan on starting to transition in August." And our lease was supposed to end in November, whatever. I'm taking way too long talking about this, but basically it lined up because the landlord was selling the house. We worked it out so that like we'll be out of there by July.
Yeah.
So we essentially had no choice but to really leave by like, you feel me?
And so why the move to New York?
So my goal is to do music at a high level as an artist. I feel like so when I moved to Atlanta, my goal is to do music full time. So I've been doing music full time for 4 years. And then
also engineering, right?
Yeah, so engineering, producing, writing.
Grammy-winning engineer.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Talk
did see
about
that, I think,
Yeah,
too.
appreciate
Pretty
that.
fucking intense, dude.
Yeah.
Huge actor.
Yeah.
What song?
So I won for my contributions to, I don't know if you heard of Lecrae,
Yep.
but he was nominated 2 years ago. And then for his album CC4. And then I got nominated again for this song I produced with this band called Maverick City. It's a gospel band. So a lot of my accolades in the past 2 years have been in like Christian music, which is kind of crazy.
Oh,
I
nice.
wasn't
Yeah,
expecting that.
Lecrae.
Yeah. But I don't know. My goal moving to Atlanta was to do music full time. Did it at a high level for the past 4 years, pay my bills, all that, financially set up from doing music full time. But then I realized like you'll never actually have a seat at anybody's table. Do you get what I'm saying?
Why not?
Because their shit is their shit. It's not your shit. It'll never be your shit. You get what I'm saying?
When you're engineering, you mean?
No, because I really stopped engineering as much 2023. So I've been really like paying most of my bills off of producing and executive producing for the past 2 years. And engineering is just like quick income, but only if I'm producing. You feel me?
Gotcha.
So basically you realize like when you're contributing to these artists at a high level and stuff like that, like again, it's not your table. Like you're exchanging a service to get paid. And I found myself in the midst of like a lot of success and great things going on, but it didn't feel like mine. And I also like, it was always like this kind of Batman, Kent Clark, Superman kind of shit because I'm engineering, writing, and producing for people in Atlanta. But then I go back to Boston and I could sell out Middle East Upstairs or do 250 tickets or sell out. It's like you get what I'm saying? And I have like real motion in Boston and stuff like that. And I felt like, okay, I gave 4 years to Clark as a professional in music, and I need to really focus on Clark D, like as an artist. So I think New York is going to be the place that pushes me the most as an artist. And also being in proximity to Boston, where I thrive the most as an artist. You get what I'm saying? And then on a Monday to Friday tip, like I'll still be doing sessions, but I want to do producing and executive production and writing for artists like a Brent Faiyaz, Her, Childish Gambino, like more alternative R&B, more like pop type of music. You get what I'm saying?
Real.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you felt like you needed to be in New York for that.
Yeah, in my opinion, yeah.
So you felt like you was going great with engineering and especially and then now production.
yeah.
But your art, you're like sounds like you being the artist is your main thing.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I could be one of the biggest artists in the world. Like if I really put my mind to it. And I've only given myself 50% of, no, I've never given myself more than 50% of my individual attention as an artist. And I've done a good amount of stuff as an artist. You know what I mean? And I feel like my goal is to like create generational wealth for me and my friends. And I realize the best, easiest, and greatest way to do that is by being an artist and being an extremely successful artist and being a rising tide that raises all boats. You know, if you're just a producer, you might be able to help somebody out here and there, but you're still at the liberty of other artists. You get what I'm saying? Whereas if you're the artist and the producer at the same time, like because I have fans and a successful platform, I could take somebody like Key, sign her for $100,000, put her on tour, have her be on a festival of mine, or I could take somebody like C4, do the same thing, and like, or I could take a random person on the street and change their entire life because I'm an artist with fans and I could go on tour at any point. So, but also when you get into this industry, you understand there's a totem pole in music, you know, and engineers and songwriters are at the bottom of the totem pole in terms of interchangeability. Engineers, they get paid first, but in terms of like the totem pole of music, like they're at the bottom. And then you have songwriters, producers, executives, and then artists. You feel me? And so I became a high-level engineer, so I'm good there. Unless I'm working with like majors, I'm retired from engineering. I became a high-level producer, and I love producing, but only stuff I like producing. I don't like sending beat packs and do stuff like that. And then, so that's paying me full-time. And then, okay, if I'm doing production at a high level and I don't want to only do Christian music for the rest of my life, then, okay, I need to invest in myself as an artist because the people I want to produce for, they have to be fans of me. Because I don't want to spend 10 years trying to be friends with them to
So
get
you can slide
placements.
them a beat finally.
You feel me? It's like, nah, it'll be much easier if I'm already successful.
Yeah.
You're a fan of me and my sound and what it's like in Boston. I can produce for anyone I want to in Boston because they're fans of me. So I want to do that, you know,
At the highest level.
At the highest level, yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it sounds like you made the move every time you lost that feeling of like being fulfilled,
Yeah.
doing what you was doing. You're like, nah, I need something. What's the next thing?
Yeah.
So New York for you is the next thing. So like how, when you go there, how are you going to start that journey? Like what's step one? You know?
What's crazy is step one to me is like dialoguing with God and like reaffirming my relationship with God and like my commitment to my craft. And that's kind of what I've been doing this month. Just in terms of my commitment to my craft, just like writing every single day. You feel me? Producing, making songs every single day, doing sessions, and just trying to make a song every single day. I'm probably like 15, 16 songs deep since I went back. I took a little break because I just came back from Atlanta. But when I go to New York, I'm like, it's up in the air because part of me wants to just pay 3 months of rent out and then try to see if I can make that money back strictly off of rapping. You feel me? So that's kind of like the mindset. Like I was talking to the homie Casso, he's about he got some career pivots that he's doing and stuff like that. And I was just telling him like, try to see what you could do off of rapping. So I'm like, I want to see what I could do off of rapping because I'm getting there streaming wise. So that's paying a good amount. But like, you know, I want to get there off of rapping. So my homie, he got a studio in Brooklyn and I'm a fuck with him there. And then I'm gonna just go to open mics and then I'm be planning a show in Boston for November. I want to do maybe like 300 to 500 tickets. And just like lock in on the merch part, like really spend the next 3 months consolidating my business. You feel me? So when I get to New York, I feel like because I'm in proximity to a lot of successful businesses and stuff like that, like I really just want to take notes and learn while I'm applying what I'm doing in Boston. And then I want to do the on the radars, you feel me? The New York press run shits that I haven't done. So I probably hire a publicist or somebody to like work me around in September just so people know I'm in New York and then like kind of just go from there, you know?
You hit up our boy Logan, Untitled Export. He's down in Jersey.
Okay.
He's got a lot of connections down in New York.
Oh, he used to do
Fat Boy.
Fat Boy. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah.
So Caso's our boy. So were you talking with him about like balancing engineering as a job and also artistry?
Yeah, I mean,
Because that's a tough balance, right? When you like,
Well, you said you stopped like 2 years ago.
yeah, I retired from engineering.
but there's a lot of people I think like Caso,
Yeah.
you know, that know how to engineer, but they're really focused on being an artist, but
Yeah.
they're still making their money.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know where he's making his money, and I shouldn't
Yeah,
speak
yeah.
for him. But I'm speaking like, in
Yeah.
general. There's a lot of people that are making their
Nah,
money.
you're
off
on the nose,
engineering,
yeah.
trying to be an artist, right? So like, at what point did you decide, or how would you tell somebody to decide when you got to stop spending all your time recording people? And go for it.
If you're under the age of 28 and you're somewhat mediocre
At artistry?
at artistry, you should engineer not for money, but to increase your value in your music making ability. Everything is about your ability to make music in music. You get what I'm saying? So if you're just engineering for money, but you're not making better songs, or you're not a part of songs that are like high level, then there's almost no point in engineering because you'll plateau at a specific point.
It could be half and half though too. You could be making plenty. Like, let's take Casos for an example. Right? He's over there at Phoenix Down. He's always making cool songs with people, but sometimes he's just got to do a job, and it takes up time.
So
Yeah, but I mean, I just want to make an input because sometimes you have to understand that it's way better to have a job that you actually like, bro. That is like such a privileged
Engineer.
luxury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're actually in the studio, but you're not in a fucking cubicle. You're not like a fucking security guard running, trying to fucking get homeless people off of fucking, like, I've had shit jobs, you know what I mean? I've been like the garbage man. So like the
It's
fact
a
that
blessing.
like you
Yeah.
can be an engineer, bro. I can wear like what the fuck I want. I can smoke in some studio sometimes. Like that is a
100%.
vibe.
But it can kind of be like golden handcuffs because it's dope. And you're like, this is pretty sweet. I'm not working a shitty job. But it takes up so much of your time that you're not able to pursue your true dream.
I just think that comes with time management, though. Like if you have,
I'll be honest with you, as somebody that's like actively involved in this transition right now, it's deeper than time management, and it's deeper than even a golden handcuffs thing. Because again, it's like, if you don't make music at a high level, you don't need to focus on being an artist. You feel me? Like, it's only when you've reached the echelon of being able to make music at a high level
How do you know that objectively?
So nothing in music is objective. You get what I'm saying? But to me, it's like basketball. You can tell when you're playing with somebody that's could play in the NBA. You get what I'm saying? It's an eyesight test. When you're in the game with them, you have a feel for it. And like, take somebody like Caso, for example. My recommendation to him was, I think he should quit engineering completely for at least 3 months to see if he could pay 1 month's worth of rent off of rapping. Because Caso makes music at a high level.
yeah,
He does.
I don't speak for people that don't make music at a high level because I can't empathize with that anymore. Like, my brain is only on like I want to be in the NBA. Not even D1 in college. I want to be in the NBA. And everything that I'm working towards every day is high level. I want to be high level. So then there's a ceiling for engineering when you want to do high level stuff, because engineering is capitalist in a way where it's always about supply and demand, not quality of supply and quality of demand. You get what I'm saying? Whereas if you want to be a successful artist, it's about quality of records, quality of branding, quality of like your ability to tour, and you get what I'm saying? And like, if you're sharing that, like, you'll never make it as an artist until you give 100% to being an artist. Like, I did the Pass the Aux that I did last week, and it was probably 60 plus, 70 plus artists that pulled up, and 40 plus people played records. And I'll be honest, I got a little worried, you know,
How come?
because I see Massachusetts as a whole as like a talent gold mine. But I feel like as a scene and as a state, we've deviated from what matters the most when you're doing music, which is the quality of the songs y'all make. And if, let's say you want to pursue music full time, and everyone there wanted to do music full time, wants to do music full time, but your records aren't good or they're average, you know? And if you're making average music, I think you should be releasing at a high level all the time. You should just drop all the time if you're making average. if you're taking 2 years between releases, 8 months between releases, and you're average, that is like the worst shit you could do. You get what I'm saying? And so I saw a lot of that at the Pastor Aux, where it's a majority average records. But then I asked a majority of them, when was the last time you dropped a song? 6 months. Oh, I only dropped 2 songs this year. Or I only did this, or I only did that. And it's like, how you don't even make songs at a high level yet. You know, like if I'm not even close to where I need to be to make it as an artist, and I'm better than you, that's a problem. You know what I mean? Like that is an objective problem. And so back to the question, if you're an engineer and an artist, and you know as an engineer, when you're in a session with high level artists, you really only know until you start doing sessions with high level artists. Like you start doing sessions with them and you're like, yo, I understand where you're going. I understand what you're trying to do. I understand why you're doing this melody. I understand why you're rapping like this. I understand why the production and the arrangement of the song sits like this to make it a good song. When you understand that, the only way you can get over that hump as an engineer or even a producer is
You have to love it.
no, beyond love. It's you have to literally give 100% to it every day. Because love is subjective. Like I could love my child and be a bad parent. You know, I could love my child and not show up in the way that the child needs. Like music to
what I
music.
meant to say is like passionate. Like when you're passionate about something, you want to put 100%.
Yeah, as long as you put the work behind it, because I know a lot of passionate motherfuckers, you listen to their song, you be like, damn, bro, I don't want to be mean to him because he really likes that song.
But I mean, I don't even think it's about love or passion, bro, if I'm being very honest with you, because that's a given in this. Like none of us would be sitting here right now if we weren't loving or passionate. Like we don't sit around at a table and talk about how we breathe. We just know we're breathing. You feel me? Like I don't need to assume if you're in a room with me that you love it or you're passionate about it. But there is an echelon that you have to reach.
You think it's discipline?
I think discipline is a big part of it.
Like time.
You know, I think discipline, but also vision. You know, and then your willingness to sacrifice. You feel me? There's a lot of people that aren't willing to sacrifice what they need to sacrifice to be great. Like I want to be great. I could tell Casso wants to be great. So if you want to be great, you can't. It'll be better to be broke as an engineer. I mean, it'll be better to be broke as an artist than mediocre as an artist and rich as an engineer if you're trying to be great.
Yeah, it's funny too, because when you meet people who they'll complain about, oh man, I got to do this, I got to go to this show, I got to drive here, I got to do that. But I'm like, yo, but isn't this the life you wanted?
Like you get
signed
to
up
do
for
that.
this, right?
Yeah,
like
you get to do that shit.
No, you get to, but you got to. At the end of the day, like you can never skip the grind.
You really
no
don't
matter
though,
what
because bro,
you're doing.
you have to have some sort of passion into this. And I truly believe, bro, I've worked with people that have like no passion in it, and they could be really good. They could rap really good. They could play really good guitar, but they just don't want to go to they don't want to show up to the photo shoot. They don't want to do the campaigns. They don't want to put money into advertising. And that's when I'm like, I think that's what like Clark D is saying is like, if you don't really put that discipline in, and it's like, bro, when you drop a song, you have to, promote it or whatever it is, like that whole thing. Like as a guitarist, I feel like if I don't practice every day, bro, I'm not seriously, I can't walk around and be like, hey, you need like a guitarist for your show, because like I'd be faking. I'm not professional. I'm not real. You know what I'm saying? So
No, yeah, and it's just what I am saying too is like when you literally bitch and fight the grind the entire time, like that means you don't really want it.
Right.
Like, that's kind of what I'm trying to get
outcome.
at. Yeah, because you just envy the position people are in, but you don't envy the work that it took to get there. You know what I'm saying? So that's like, yo, bro, in everything, every facet in life, I do weed sales, bro. You could see who the fuck is selling the shit out some weed and loves that shit because they don't clock out. You know what I'm saying? You're not clocking out. I say that all the time. And then also you got to remember, everyone's watching all the time, always. Every time. That's what I tell people all the time, because it's like, if you think when you're in that room, you just said it. He's like, I could tell. I can tell when somebody's doing this and doing that. Because you're watching, bro, without really noticing, like even realizing that's what you're doing. You assessing the situation, be like, can we climb to the mountaintop together or not?
Yeah.
You with me?
Yeah.
That's where I said
I don't need a
that's why
fucking
I
answer.
feel like love is above everything, bro. Like, and I know I don't mean to like be devil's advocate to what you're saying, because I agree with what you said as well. But I truly believe, like, if you don't love something, bro, you really don't want it. Because you can say you love it. You can say you love like your son and all this shit. If you don't show up to his football games, bro, you really don't want to be a dad. And that's cool. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I
but
don't
that
know.
doesn't take away the love part, though. That's what I think he was saying, right? You could
I mean, bro,
I think
does it
it's
not
like
though?
the debate. It's like, yeah, like what you're saying
Because you
is
don't
like,
really love it. You love
can't-
your vices
you
more.
can't have that work ethic unless
If you don't
truly
show
love
up, I tell my guitar students this every day. If you pay me for a guitar lesson and you don't show up, I'm like, you don't want this. You don't.
I just feel like something like love is
Fickle.
so loose of a, like, everyone expresses and experiences
it
love
is. You're right, you're
differently.
right.
So I can't.
But I mean the
necessarily-
unconditional, like not the romanticizing stuff.
No.
I mean,
But my thing is, how can I tell somebody that they don't love music, you know, when they have a sick parent and they don't have time to go to studio? You feel me? And or when they don't have necessarily like the inspiration because life has them defeated. Like, I'm not gonna tell them you don't love it, but what I will tell them is, hey, if you want to be great in this is what you have to do. You know, this is like, even if you don't love music or you don't love where you are right now, you still have to show up, because there are days where I might feel like I don't love what I do. But my thing is, like, I'm not in music because I love it. I'm in it because I'm supposed to be here, you know, and I feel like it's my purpose. And I fall in love with it. I find different ways to fall in love with it always. But again, to me, it's like a relationship or like a child. Like, you're going to love different versions of the child and it's going to grow. But to me, I'm not even thinking about, like, I do love music and I love my life and I love the life that music has created for me. But at the same time, me leaving Atlanta, I had a life I loved. I had everything that a man could need, and I'm paying all of it doing music. Like, I could just stay in Atlanta, but like, this is life or death for me. You know, God spoke to me, and God told me, if you don't do what I command you to do, I'm gonna take everything away from you. No matter how much you love the life you live in Atlanta, if you don't do what I assigned you to do, which is to be the biggest artist that you can be, the best artist you can be, I'm going to take all of it away from you. So I'm not back in Boston because I love Boston so much. Like, I do love Boston. I'm not rapping because, I just love rapping so much. Rapping is like the hardest shit for me to do. You feel me? Like, and I love it. I love rapping, but it's not even the most natural shit for me all the time.
Right.
Unless it's like me storytelling and shit like that. But I understand the necessity for somebody like me to be successful. And like, I fall in love with the process of that. You know, and that takes me time. And I think I want to piggyback off of something you said about, like, when you see somebody and you're sharing the same frequency as them and you know we're going to the top of this mountaintop. To me, in Boston, this is kind of like the tip I've been on philosophically. Like, but when you're in Boston and you've never ventured out, it's like a glass ceiling because you don't know how far this goes, but you know at some point you hit a wall and you haven't made any progress. And you can name an artist that's been here
gotta get out.
and never
Like,
left.
you have to leave.
And I could tell you, because I've been in the scene for like 11 years. Yeah. So I've seen 3 generations of this shit. But then once you get past the glass ceiling, it's a mountaintop that you have to climb. And some people realized, I'm not in this for the mountaintop. I just wanted money. I just wanted shorties. I just wanted drugs. So they not really pursuing the mountaintop of greatness. And I think Massachusetts suffers from this as well. People make it out the glass ceiling and then they don't actually want to be truly great.
I think
they don't.
So, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I think I struggled with this when I was a younger artist too. Like, when I just got out of high school, I'm 28 now, so I'm talking like 17, 18. But even like Tyler May, we had him on the show. We used to talk about this all the time, where it's like there's so just so little outlets out here. Like, you have like your little pockets of like, you know, little recording studios, or I shouldn't say little, they're crazy right now. They're going crazy right now. But those weren't around back then, bro. Like your Sound Labs, your Soul Ripes, like we didn't have
Rise
pockets
Studios.
like Rise Studios, you know, High Street, shit like this. There wasn't many outlets.
You didn't need them. You didn't need them.
Yeah.
Yo,
I mean,
our generation has everything now, and we're the weakest. We're weaker than the past generation. Records wise,
right.
weak as shit, bro.
Boston is not meant for- yeah.
Boston is probably the weakest city in Massachusetts right now in terms of just like putting out quality records.
Yeah,
quality.
art, yeah.
Yo, the
I agree.
actual and niggas have all that shit, bro.
I will say in hip hop, I will say in hip hop, I do agree. There's not like the greatest quality of rappers out here, but listening to like some R&B and rock, there's a bunch of other artists out here, but there's no
even with R&B, there's people making good songs, but at the same time, like, bro, it's levels to music, bro.
Yeah, they have to.
You don't have to leave though. That's my point.
Like to come back though. Like you have to go to LA to do like the
you just have to want to be great, bro. There's niggas that move to LA. It's niggas that leave and they do nothing, bro, because they love an idea of this shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's not real. It's not real. Like if people in Boston actually wanted to be great, if the artists actually wanted to be great and surrendered to what it takes to be great, then you have every resource, even if it's just you in your bedroom with a microphone in it, you have everything you need. But the problem is, especially, and I think the pandemic amplified this, where a lot of people, they just wanted to feel like artists to escape from reality. They just wanted to be an IG username in real life. But it's like they not actually nurturing what it means to like be a full-time artist, a full-time recording artist. And then they create false senses of reality. So then the pandemic's over, your PvP, PUA ran out.
Oh, it's like a psychological.
And then all of a sudden, now you're back in real life. And the people that are doing this in real life are still doing it today. But there's like 80% of the people that was around during the pandemic that aren't around no more. And life shit can happen. But my thing is like, bro, if you want to be great, you understand that life will happen in the pursuit of greatness. If you're trying to just be regular, or if you're just trying to live an idea of what it means to be an artist, then yeah, it'll be about the resources you have and all this. Yo, dude, when I started making music, I was in a Boys and Girls Club, bro.
Yeah.
Nigga, I did whatever I could to just stay in the studio, bro. I had 90 tardies my senior year, bro. I was going to the Boys and Girls Club from school from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. I was at the Boys and Girls Club from 2 to 8 every single day, bro. They said, yo, pay $5 to be a member and you get studio time at the Mattapan Teen Center. I was in there every single fucking day. I was trash, bro. My brother, who's an artist, he wouldn't even hop on my records because I was that ass, but I didn't care because I just want to be great, bro.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm like, yo, if I just lock in right now, I'm 17 years old, 16 years old, I'll be fired by the time I'm 22, 23. But like, my thing is, I don't want to just be fired though. Like, I want to be like generational. So I know I'm going to do it it doesn't matter what fucking resources I have. Like, I'll go to college, I'll have the bedroom with my mom, I'll do whatever, but it doesn't fucking matter. I can have nothing. Yeah. And I want to be great. That's what it is. In Boston,
not everyone's like that.
Niggas get pampered, bro. And because Boston is such a like intellectual city, everyone has an explanation for everything. Everyone can explain everything. Oh, I don't have this because I have this condition or this anxiety or this thing, or we don't have the resources or we don't have an industry. No, bro. While some of that is true, the reality is your records are ass. Or you're not good enough yet and you're not even pursuing this every single day. Like, in my opinion, like, I know I'm not good enough yet. Like, I know I'm good enough to be good. I could be gold, platinum touring artist and be chilling the rest of my life. Like, I could be good straight. But that's not what I want, bro. I want to be great. I want to be generational. I need to sacrifice everything. My idea of what life is needs to disappear, and I need to completely surrender myself to pursuing greatness. And I feel like if Boston had more of that and less complaining, less we didn't have this, less less, oh, I'm this age now, or less.
We'd have
It's
more
so
lanes
hard.
on the highways.
It's
shit.
so hard. It's so hard to make music. It's so, and then niggas beefing, and then the politics, and then fucking with shorties or fucking with niggas. If we had less of that and more people just trying to be great, because if you in Brockton and you from Brockton, you know, oh, we not Boston niggas. And Boston niggas, they carry themselves this way. So all you do when you take all your Brockton niggas and y'all just want to shit on Boston. Y'all want to be better than, you want to be the hardest nigga. That's why Van Buren can pop the way they pop. You feel me? If you're in fucking Worcester, like Jordan Lucas, he knows, oh, I go to Boston. Boston not fucking with me. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, I got to be the hardest shit ever. He's not caught up in the resources and the lights and the whatever. He's like, yo, even if it's just me and fucking Worcester, nigga, I got to do it. I got millies going to New York, doing whatever. It's like all these people are people that blew up from outside of Boston, coming into Boston, selling out Paradise, doing House of Blues, doing MGM. What the fuck is Boston doing, bro? You get what I'm saying? Like, we have a few people that, like, were fortunate enough to be successful, but, like, again, bro, like, there's a mountaintop to greatness. If you made it to like 1/3 of the mountaintop, to me, it's like, it's deceptive, because then you go around people that have never seen a mountain and they think you're a real mountain climber. They think you're like the real deal. Like when I was a kid, seeing all the niggas come up in Boston and really thinking they was the real deal. And then being 26 years old and seeing how the fuck this shit went, I'm like, yo, none of this was real. None of anything anybody did, any of y'all did, was actually real yet. You feel me? Like,
You could say that about the whole entertainment industry as a whole, though.
No.
That it's not, none of it is really real.
no, it's real, bro. For some people, it's real, bro. When you see somebody pull up in a Rolls Royce or Lamborghini Urus off of rap music, it's real. When you see J. Cole have 100,000 people pull up for Dreamville Fest, people spend their hard-earned money. You see thousands of vendors. You see people selling shirts out of trucks. You see college kids. You see hotels in the next 10, 15 miles booked out for your show. That's real, bro.
Mm-hmm.
When you see freaking Chris Brown sell out Fenway,
Bro, we were just talking about that.
Yeah, that shit was
because I was there, bro. That shit was nuts.
he's not even from here.
Bro, I had to wait. I was telling them I was on the main street right there for 30 minutes at the light, bro, because it was that many fucking people. And that was an hour before the show started, bro. I was mad late because of that. And just to see the reaction, bitches fainting, going
That's
crazy.
real life, bro.
Yes, bro. It was nuts.
That's real life. Being in Atlanta has, again, if you haven't, the only way you can really understand the scale of music and the possibilities of music is when you experience somebody else living in it. It changes your brain chemistry. It changes everything you do in pursuit of your art. When you see somebody actually living what the hell you thought was a dream or everyone said was unrealistic, when you're in a studio, when you're sharing collaborative space with them, that's when you realize it's not delusional to believe in yourself. It's not real. It's not, no. This is a freaking $23 billion industry. The recorded music industry is $23 billion industry. Touring industry is a $24 billion industry. People are creating generational wealth. I know a dude, when I was working at Sony, I know a dude who was working at Home Depot and he made a loop for Gunna. The song went #1. The dude got signed for like $250,000 for doing the loop for an admin deal. Now, I don't know every single detail, Woody Whoop, but I seen that shit. I've seen he's still doing music full time to this day. $250,000 signed to. I seen Lil Durk walk into the studio with $300,000 cash in his hand. I was there when the nigga got signed for $40 million to Sony and Alamo when he went on his run in 2022. I saw executives come in and out the building. I saw what they did with. I saw $100,000 spent at the studio for stripper parties. I seen Cardi pull up in the Hellcat Demon Challenger. I've seen it with my own eyes. This is not like this music shit is real life. It is actually real. Like succeeding in music is actually like a thing. You feel me? But to me, it's like if you're not an evil person or somebody that's like exploiting evil shit, you have to have a specific mindset and a specific discipline and a specific vision to understand like, yo, I can't be distracted right now. Because it's like for somebody like me, doing music is literally life or death. You understand what I mean? Like, if I don't do it, I die. If I do it, I live. And I get to help a bunch of people live. If I'm distracted for one moment, it's contributing to my death. If I adapt habits that draw me away from music, it contributes to my death. You get what I'm saying? So then imagine how many people you know that are alive right now but died because they didn't realize that their purpose was to pursue music at a high level. And they came up with excuses. They said, we don't have this, we don't have that. Or I don't know if people fuck with me this, or I don't know if people fuck with me that. Like, bro, like Boston is a talent gold mine, bro. Like, full of people that really love this shit, that will give their last dollar, that will be negative however money and still pull up to cook with you, bro. That will be fucked up, down bad, and still apply for grants, still do as many shows as possible because they want it to be real. But my thing is, it's like, how many of them are surrendered to like the path of greatness, bro? Like, to me, it's levels to this shit. Like, I want to be great. That's why I left Atlanta. That's why I'm back in Boston. That's why I'm going to New York, because I want to be great. And if you're an artist and an engineer or producer or whatever, and you're not in the pursuit of greatness, you're going to reach a point where you're 35, 40 years old and you say, I'm not going to do music anymore. I'm going to do real estate. I'm going to work in tech, or I'm going to just find a hustle or some shit like that. And you would have wasted all this time. You feel me? Like that's what be happening, bro. Like I've been in this Boston music shit for 11 years. I've seen like superstars in front of me in Boston, like my people that I could call friend, like, yo, you're a superstar. I've seen them sell out. Think about artists we have that did Sonya's, packed Middle East downstairs, and they're doing nothing today, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, for me, it's like, bro, like,
is there somebody specific, or you give me a little list if you got it, like someone now that's active that you're like from around your Mass and General Boston, whatever, you're like, yo, they can climb with me.
Climb with me in particular, or they could climb?
Get to that. Remember when you were like, when I'm with somebody, I know they're high level.
Yeah.
At least that.
There's a lot of people who I see potential in, you know, a lot of people that I think can do great things, like Ethereal Visions. They're young kids, a group of kids. I think they could all go. I think Casso is special to me. Key, C4, you get what I'm saying? I'm trying to think people that could do it without needing anybody. That's who I'm thinking of. Like people who, they don't need anybody and they could go. It's other people too. What's his name? It's hella people. Oh, Novian Wright. He's a young dude that I'm like building with a little bit. Samba. Samba doesn't need anybody. You feel me? I'll say J Rose, if J Rose wanted to. You feel me? It's the difference between wanting to do it and, you know, I think
that's gonna piss him off.
I mean, I
no, we had a whole conversation with that night. Yeah.
But that's done from a conversation we had 4 years ago. Like, again, like if you know how good, if I know I'm LeBron, why would I be your assistant coach if I'm LeBron?
Yeah.
I'm literally LeBron James. You feel me?
LeBron James.
So yeah.
So what do you think it looks like day to day? And not just for the people in Boston, because we have billions of people watching us worldwide right now.
Yeah.
You know, for any of those musicians out there that are maybe at that stage that you're talking about of like, they really want it, they're doing it, they're making great music, but they're not all the way in. Like, what does it look like day to day? Like tactically, strategically, like, like you said, make a song every day.
Yeah.
That sounds like the start of your routine. So what would you tell people? You got to be doing this if you really want it.
Number one thing is your heart. Music, having a career in music is a weird thing because it's not like logistics or finance where you're dealing with tangibles all the time. Like creativity isn't tangible. So you have to start with something that's not tangible, like your heart posture. You have to look inside your heart and train your heart to like trust that you are great and that you do have permission to be great. And that even when life is weird or doesn't look the way you want it to look, that you are great. And because you're great, you have to like serve that. You know what I mean? Because if you just are working a long shift and you're going home and you're just making songs because you think that's what you're supposed to do and you're just driving yourself manic, that's not enough. Like for me, it starts in the heart, And obviously, like, I'm a spiritual person. I believe in God. So it's like the heart and the spirit is hand in hand. And like, I'm in prayer about that. But I would say it starts in the heart. Training your heart to trust you and trust your purpose and trust that you're supposed to be doing this. You feel me? And even in my sake, like, up until 26 years old, everything that I was doing was to get validation or a cosign. Or I was hoping that somebody else would come save me. You get what I'm saying?
You weren't feeling that in your heart quite yet.
Like, I felt in my heart that I'm great, but not great in a way where I can change everybody's life myself.
Okay.
I didn't give myself full permission to be great because I felt like my greatness had to be co-signed or given permission by somebody else. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So I would say first it starts in the heart. Second, it starts with being a student of the game. When they say knowledge is power, like it's especially true in music, and understanding where you sit in the micro or macrocosm of music. If you're the alternative hip hop, like me making alternative hip hop is a strategic decision, because I started off being inspired by Migos and making more turnt type of music. But like, I understand, like, okay, I want to have a long-term career. I don't actually sell drugs. I'm not a type of dude that like raps about getting hella bitches and shit like that. I'm not a scammer. So I'm not going to make music that emulates that. I'm going to make music that's more about authenticity or being artistic. What do they call that? Okay, in today's genre, it's alternative hip hop. So, okay, who are alternative hip hop artists that I can learn from? Or if I was blowing up, who would I tour with? Okay, the Amines, the Tylers, the Baby Keems, the Kendricks, the even Cole to a certain extent. Okay, so I learned there. What do they do aesthetically? Okay, what are they doing sonically and stuff like that? What are my influences sonically? And then once I understand where I fit into this, I write from that perspective then. You feel me? So I'm not waking up making baby drill music every day. I'm not rapping like Lil Baby every day. Just because I lived in Atlanta, I understand that like my music is authentic. I speak from an authentic place, and I could only be myself, creative in that way. So I need to make sure where I'm writing from or what I'm writing and creating fits in that. So then once I get that, it's understanding about how many songs do these dudes drop, and if I'm trying to go full time, how many songs do I need to drop to get there? Okay, then I need to have a record that feels good. Maybe it takes me 30 days of writing every day to get a record that feels good. You get what I'm saying? You never know until you really know. So I can't say that for somebody else, but I think it's getting a record that feels good. But
when you say feels good, you mean good enough to release?
Good. I would say good enough to share.
Okay.
Like if you're an artist and you're like in the beginner phase and you don't know how you want to approach releasing music, like at least make something that's good enough to share first. You get what I'm saying?
Play for people, you mean?
Yeah. Like it's a palatable song. Make a palatable song.
Do you think though that like I feel like there's a lot of value in releasing, even if you're not sure if you're ready or not. If you show it to your friends and they're like, yeah, that's cool, dude. Yeah. Because I think you learn the most by finishing and dropping something.
I agree, 100%.
Yeah, because earlier too, you said you guys are waiting 8 months to drop some mid. That hit me hard. I was just like, yo, I'd see that a lot, bro. And I feel like that also comes from a place of insecurity too, because they're like, oh, they probably know themselves it's not that great, right?
Yeah.
In in their minds that they just don't admit it. It's kind of like self-defense. And they're like, no, I need the video from this guy.
Yeah.
I got to make sure I got the interviews lined up. I got to make sure I get the artwork perfect. And I feel like they
record's
tell them,
mid.
yeah, just to drop some mid.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only, because I guess the perspective I was speaking from was like somebody that's like stuck per se. And I think if I'm speaking to this type of person correctly, they would have already dropped music before. And they probably stuck because the music doesn't have the traction that they want.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I feel like if they're more intentional about understanding the ecosystem that they're a part of as an artist, then they will feel more confident in dropping. So then it's like, once you understand your ecosystem, make the record, drop the song, and move on. Make the record, drop the song, and move on. But it also depends on your creative situation. Like, I know I can record myself and produce my shit, so I have a lot more fluidity than other artists. But like, to me, it's like, if you're an artist in that position and you want to pursue greatness and really be great, like, I would say pick an artist that inspires you the most in terms of how they move and just copy them word for word, bar for bar. So if you're inspired by Drake, if Drake dropped 2 albums this year, drop 2 albums.
You think so, even if you're at a really low level?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Success leaves clues, they
'Cause
say.
I feel like major artists can drop at a different rate than low level independents.
In terms of, elaborate on that.
Well, like that, you know, like you can get away if you're Drake, you can get away with dropping an album every 2 years. But if you're trying to build a fan base, I think the more frequent that you drop, the better.
Oh, so I meant if Drake dropped 2 albums this year is what I meant. But I agree with you 100% in terms of like, we're 100% on the same page about like, if you're coming up and stuff like that, like you shouldn't wait 2 years to drop. Unless your music is ridiculously phenomenal.
And
like,
you really need 2 years to make it.
And if it sounds like it took you 2 years to make, then
Sure.
I understand that. But even at that point, like I have friends that make better music than me that I'm doing better than because they take too long to drop.
Yeah.
You know, so I would say like, if you're on the come up as an artist, I think you just have to identify what you want to do. Like, because not everyone wants to like
Be famous or be rich or whatever. Yeah.
or even be successful in music. Like some people, they just want to create songs and put them out. And I think they just got to be honest with themselves. But if you're trying to be successful in music, I would say like on an objective logistical standpoint, if you're doing rap, you should have 24 to 35 masters released a year. If you're doing rap music, 24 to 35 masters. If you want to make money and you're not involved with a group or a label, it needs to be 24 to 35 masters a year, 12 to 15 music videos a year. And I don't even believe in like short form content like that unless you're like a really hot girl or a dude that's like ridiculously attractive. Like short form doesn't matter, like in my opinion. Yeah.
So you would skip it or just say, don't put too much time into it?
I wouldn't put too much time into it. I would create like more creative visuals.
You think it should be like a supplement more than anything?
Like I think people are going backwards in the sense where they're creating short form instead of creating more complete art pieces and chopping them up into short form.
Yeah, that makes sense because like I was like gonna bring up because he dropped the album recently that I think was fire as Mexican OT. And the way I found him was because he had a short form content of his long form video, and I was like, yo, that dude is fire, but the whole video was crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like, but I just watched 1 minute and I was like, boom, and then that just led down the rabbit hole where I'm listening to shit he dropped 4 years ago.
Yeah, but I still think that's long form content. I think what he means by short form content is like skits and
No,
like,
he was on the nose.
Oh yeah, I still feel like you should do that though, nah?
Nah, so what I'm saying is I feel like artists should go back to like finding cost-effective ways to shoot music videos and creative visuals and then chop the music videos up as short form content.
Right,
But, like,
right.
in my opinion, all the artists that are like actually doing well right now that make alternative hip hop music or rap music even, they're doing music videos and dropping either one 20-song project a year or multiple 20-song projects a year. You feel me? So I feel like if you're an artist and you got only one song out a year, I don't know how well that's gonna work for you. You get what I'm saying? And I also feel like artists should stop trying so hard to be impressed by their local scene. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I forget who said it, but they always there's a quote that said like you're gonna be celebrated the least in your local, and like people are gonna celebrate you the most. Where like in other countries, other states.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like celebration in and of itself is like such a fickle thing to want, bro, because
I mean, the word I meant like more like
no. I'm saying like I understand what you mean. Like I think artists go through this. Like I've gone through this. Like I want to have a moment. Like my main thing up until 2024 was like being known and respected as like top 5 in Boston.
Yeah, like the validation.
Like
and
I
shit.
wanted that. Like it's like, yo, even now I still pop that shit when I rap a little bit because I know like where I stand right now is probably not 5 niggas in front of me. You get what I'm saying? Like I'll put myself in a top 3 situation in terms of like up and coming in Boston, but it actually doesn't matter though because I don't have a record right now that changed my life yet. You get what I'm saying? Like maybe I have one that's boiling, but it's like at the end of the day, like being celebrated in your city, it's a cool thing to have, but it doesn't change your life. And Boston is very big. Boston will celebrate you all day.
Right.
But when you work in a 9 to 5,
Yeah.
you feel me?
I feel the same with guitar. I feel like I'm not like the best, but I'm like, I feel like top 5 straight up. Like, and like I might not be, but like that might just be like how you said, like, it's just how I feel about myself, really. You know what I'm saying? Because I put in the work and all this stuff. So I feel like if you don't have that certain type of
how would you measure?
personality-
How would you measure that as a guitarist?
That's a good question. I mean, probably straight off like skill.
How many white bitches?
I mean,
you
I
get?
think technicality is one, and then the second one would be like how much you put into like getting gigs and like being known as like. I mean, I would ask you the same way with rap. Like, how would you like get people to like know that you're the best? You know what I'm saying? You would put out content being like, I'm the motherfucking best. You know what I mean? And prove it to the people, like whether it's a video of you rapping or whether it's like you producing for someone, and then people are like, oh, I gotta work with Sir Clark D because like da 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 da, and then like, you know, that's a gig, or maybe you get a movie clip, and then people are like, yo, I've been in a movie, I've done this, I've done that. Now you have accolades behind your skill. Like you're not just skilled. Like I'm not a Berkeley kid, bro.
Yeah.
I can beat Berkeley kids at guitar, I swear, bro. Like I'm that confident in myself because I put
Guitar
in,
Hero.
like feel my finger, bro, feel my shit right now, bro. My shit's crusted. I was playing last night
you're
for 6
definitely
hours,
cold.
you know?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
feel me? So like, I feel the same with you. A lot of what you say I agree with too, because it is a very, sometimes I feel like, am I egotistical a little bit, or am I really
you
just
gotta
like,
be, though.
yeah, right? And you have to really want it too. Like you really want that label. But back to what Clark D was saying, it's so unimportant. You know what I'm saying? To be the best in like the city or whatever it is. Like, okay, I beat a couple Berkeley kids at a guitar battle. Like nothing really, it didn't even get to my head. You know what actually happened was I complimented him and I was like, bro, that's so cool. Like, let's work together. Never hit me up. So I feel like it's the other people's ego. It's feel like it's kind of petty. You know what I mean? Like, okay, that's why I feel like it's not even really that important. You have to, if you're going to be the best, you got to be the best in like the world, really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're going to go for that type of accolade.
Yeah, it doesn't do you much to be the best in Boston.
No, not at all. Yeah.
It's great. It feels good. It's a good stepping stone. I think.
It does feel.
Yeah. It's like a BMA.
But it's a good sign.
Yeah.
Like I might be able to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like, you know, when you're good, like he was talking about, he's LeBron earlier, but LeBron was winning high school championships first. Like, you know,
Right.
there are levels to it. You got to work.
That's a great
your way
point.
up.
That's a great
You know,
point.
Yeah, bro. Like you
That's a
got
great point.
to, you know, you got to move up. You know, some people, sure, they skyrocket. Like fucking when Bow Wow came out, he was fucking 8 years old or whatever the fuck, and he was the biggest.
Or like even in Massachusetts, like Richard Mary.
yeah.
He's out of Randolph.
Yeah.
Nigga, I've never heard of nothing Richard Mary had going on in Massachusetts.
Neither
Right.
did I.
Or there's another dude, his name's Kamari. He's from Dorchester. He's an R&B artist. Sound like Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know what he's talking. I didn't even know about Joyner for like the longest time. And I'm like, he's from Worcester, bro? What the fuck?
Yeah.
They just named the street after him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so true. Even on my Spotify, like I'm at like 100K right now, or like 111K, whatever.
Congratulations.
And like appreciate
That's
that.
huge. That's huge. Bro.
Appreciate. I don't know where the fuck it's coming from, but it's coming. But whatchamacallit, Boston's not even in my top 50.
That's crazy.
You feel
That's
me?
crazy.
Like maybe on Apple Music, Boston's probably in my top 5, but like on my Spotify, where I get most of my bread from, like Boston's not even in my top 50. But nigga, we do shows, they pack out. But this is what I realized, like, you know, my job in Boston is more in service to like the creative community. And even when I do shows in Boston, like 80% of the room is people that are creatives, you know, that are inspired by what I'm doing. And I've probably poured back into them in some way. And so they just continue to show up. But I feel like, you know what I mean? Like when you're an artist and you're creative, like you can't worry about getting that validation from your city. Like you have to just be a good person and make good, great music. Like there's a lot of assholes in music, bro. Shitty people because all they cared about was having the best fucking songs.
Yeah.
And
I
because
would even say you don't even have to be a good person anymore, bro.
You don't.
Like you can be a horrible person and still be like a good.
People say
artist,
Michael Jordan was a
technically.
total asshole.
yeah.
You know,
But still
Never know, you know what I mean?
I mean, look at Diddy, bro.
Marking J's right now.
Yeah.
Look at Diddy. No, look at Diddy. Diddy
Look at R.
was,
Kelly.
was moving like like the Joker or the Penguin, blowing up people's cars, and people was still praising him like an industry legend because he had hit records.
Yeah.
No facts.
You feel me? So, you know, I don't know. I mean, I got to answer to God and stuff like that. So I be trying to be
I
as
hear
nice
you. No,
as
we
I
had
can.
this conversation a couple weeks ago about separating the art versus the artist.
Yeah,
and
bro.
stuff
Like I was in the bar a couple days ago, and then Gold Digger came on. I was like, man, this got to be one of the best songs ever made.
Kanye West, yeah.
Kanye is just ridiculous.
Right. But I'm still like, and then the person that was with me, he's like, come on though, it's Kanye, blah, blah. I'm like, that doesn't change the fact that this song's fucking amazing. And look around the bar,
I get-
I just won't play him out. I actually would never intentionally, probably for the rest of my life, put on a Kanye West song, but I will for research purposes.
Research is crazy.
Study Kanye and study, because I see a lot of parallels in where I'm at now and where Kanye was at, and I think now that like I truly believe in my place in all this, like I know I'm good enough to change a lot of people's life, and I think Kanye around this time and around this age also had realized like, yo, even if I go platinum producer for Jay-Z, it's not gonna be enough. Like I could pipe John Legend up, I could pipe Common up, I could pipe this person up and still drop album of the year. You know, and like I think that's kind of where I am now. So I'll study it, but
Oh yeah.
there's levels to that.
Yes.
You have to, okay, so let me make the analogy, right? You drive a car, right? You're sitting in a chair. You don't know who the fuck invented the wheel or the chair. You know what I'm saying? But you still appreciate the art. You know what I'm saying? Like we're still utilizing what the artist gave to us. You know what I'm saying? So in a way, I don't know if it's how my brain works, my psychology, maybe I'm fucking crazy or whatever, but I can really like not like an artist, bro, and still appreciate the music, the art, the beats, whatever it is, and vice versa. I can also like a person. I'm in the studio with people that are my friends sometimes, like all the time, and I'm like, bro, I'm sorry, I don't listen to this shit. Like I don't like this shit, you know what I mean? But I love you, you know what I'm saying? We'll go eat pizza later, all this
Probably
shit.
got a lot of friends that don't listen or like my music. You know, we still friends. You feel me?
So like vice versa, you kind of have to have that like, and dude, it's such a problem in today with like the youth. If they don't like the person, bro, they will not support that person. Which is, it's ideal.
I
I
fuck
get
with
it.
that, though.
I get it, and that's
I
a
get
good
that
thing.
too. And I heard
get
a
it
lot
too.
of people on Instagram talking shit about Chris Brown, but then that shit was so the fuck out.
I get it. You see, you feel me? So like, I
They're
don't
like,
know.
I won't ever forgive him for it. And I'm like, I saw your story, bitch. You was still there.
You gotta have a
bro, they
balance.
forgot. Oh, when them hits came on, they forgot all. Yo, I swear to God, I was telling them before the show started. I was right next to all these Spanish bitches, and I could understand what they were saying. There was a full-on pregnant one too, bro, and all you hear them saying is, "I fucking love you, Christian. I don't give a fuck how you beat her." Like in Spanish, bro. Yo, they're like, "I love you." I swear
you
to
hear
God,
this,
bro.
bro?
I swear there were so many.
Yo,
girls.
I'm not a part of this, by the way. I'm just here.
You gotta answer to God.
Listen,
for us.
listen. I'm just translating. All right.
Yeah.
That's all that was happening. But I'm just like, yo, that was just like, it goes to show you how crazy your art can be that people go beyond that. It's like such a. It kind of speaks to like what you were saying earlier about like how music's the thing that can change people around your life and your own
Yeah,
life.
bro. If you using a shovel and I invented the tractor and I'm a piece of shit to you and shit like that, I guarantee you still gonna use a tractor. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you could be. I would laugh at you. You using a shovel, bro. So that's like kind of the psychology I get to it when it's art. You know what I'm saying? Dancers. Musicians, artists, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, this person put on a fucking dope show. You know what I'm saying? Influence the masses potentially. And now a lot of people are gonna take that home and utilize that in their daily lives. Who really, I mean, you know, to me, I don't know who invented the wheel, bro. I drive a car every day. Thank God for him, bro. You know what I'm saying? He might have been an ass. Maybe, all right, you know, he was a bad person, whatever.
He's
cool.
very
But
good
I don't
guy.
know him, bro. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the art. I'm not saying like I'm driving the person's name. You know what I'm saying? I'm like using the wheel.
John Wheel.
John Wheel, probably, you know, but is
So
it?
yeah, dude. So yeah, totally. So Clark, so it's believe in yourself, but then have the humility to study where you are in the ecosystem.
Yeah.
Drop 25, 35 songs a year.
Yeah.
Make videos.
Yeah.
Is there any other?
You said surrender to greatness, right?
Yeah.
Surrender.
That was the first
Be
one.
great.
That was the first one, right? But is there any other like special shit on top of that? Like, you know, little tricks that you believe
Like
in? Or is it
ads?
really just as simple as that kind
So
of?
you want like if we're talking basketball, you want like the actual tween spin around the back
I don't know, maybe, you know, a marketing trick that you've seen work for people. Or,
Targeted
you know what I mean? Like,
ads,
So
on
I
that-
can speak
at
to
that
what's working for me.
Yeah.
I'm a traditionalist in my approach to being an artist. I've dropped an album a year for the past 7 years of my life, or 6 years of my life. I've done a headlining show at least once a year for the past 8 years of my life. When I started making music, Spotify wasn't that big of a deal. It was like a luxury to have your music on Spotify, not a necessity. But the people that were doing well on SoundCloud were doing well. I was doing pretty okay, averaging maybe 20K, 10K, 5K a song. But the thing that's actually changed my life has been creating really good songs, making sure they're arranged well, short intros, hook per song, no ridiculous over-rapping on the verse, bring the hook right back in, either end the song, go back in for verse 2 with beat changes and stuff like that, giving people ear candy. It starts with the record. That's the easiest trick, having a good, catchy song, number one. Number two, collaborating. So what I've done is once I figured out that I was a part of I got introduced to the Spotify algorithm and shit like that, I started just giving people that I had collaborations with primary on the songs. So it will pop up on their profiles. So if you check like my big homie Latrell, who's probably like my favorite artist ever,
Shout out Latrell.
I'm his number one song right now. You feel me? So people that go to Latrell's page, let's say they go to his page because they saw he got a JID placement. His number one song is a Clark D song. Or my brother Gee.
Who's Clark D? Boom. And then they.
You feel me? My brother Gee, I gave him primary on a song that was going up on Spotify, Survival of the Fittest. I just had him come and do BGVs real quick, put primary on it. He's at 20K monthly listeners. Been that way for the past year.
What do you mean when you say primary? What does that mean?
So primary is when you do a feature with somebody and it shows up on their profile as well.
Oh, okay, so is that how you? Is that only work when you're splitting the royalties?
No, it has nothing to do with royalties.
Oh, okay.
That's how you like write the artist name when you're uploading it, right?
So it's really a back end thing. So I'm a UM. So what I do is I just hit my rep and say, hey, can you give this artist primary on the record?
Yeah.
I'm sure they have a way to do it with DistroKid in particular.
Yeah.
Okay.
But generally, if it's just DistroKid, for the most part, when you do a feature with somebody, it pops up at the bottom of the appeared on.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it doesn't pop up on their top 10.
So are you saying like functionally, is it like Clark D featuring Latrell versus Latrell featuring Clark D? Or is
No,
it
so
like
even
Clark
if I
D
do a
X
feature,
Latrell?
even if I do a feature for somebody and it's their record, I want primary on the song to make sure it pops up on my page.
Right.
Yeah.
You
And
get
so
what
like when it's listed, is it say featuring Clark D or it says like
No,
It just says
it just says the song. It doesn't say featuring anybody.
Yeah, but then the
artist
Which is the song you
name,
did for
it'll say both of their
Latrell?
artist names.
as
At the
primary-
bottom. At
Yeah.
the bottom.
as the primary
Yeah.
artist?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But that's irregardless. Even if they don't have primary, their name is still gonna show up at the bottom.
But both of your pages pop up at the top, like under the cover art. I mean, I have Spotify,
exactly.
so that's how. Yeah.
Both of your artist
Yeah, like
profiles pop
when
up.
I go to your profile, it'll show the same song, and then when I go to Latrell's, it'll
show the same song.
What song is that?
So it's glad to be me.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
saw
yeah.
that on.
In order to do that on DistroKid, this is basically just for everyone watching that isn't like a signed artist or that uses a different, just uses DistroKid. But you can do that with splitting royalties as well.
I don't think that has any impact on like the listing of the song though, does it?
Yeah, it does. I've had people pop up on my featured song, and all I did was literally split 50-50 royalties. I don't know if it has to be 50-50, but
It could have been the way you listed them as a feature on
maybe
DistroKid.
instead of putting featured artists.
Yeah,
like
you feel me?
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, so easy hack, getting primary with artists when you do collabs, because then what it does is, let's say I'm in an algorithm, and because I'm at the 100K threshold, they have me with artists like Obo Reed or Life of Tom or maybe Overcast. or like other people in the Marco Plus, other people in the underground, if I do a song with them, basically like, or if I do a song with you, you'll be in that algorithm now because you have a song with me. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so Spotify has this unique way of cross-homogenating when you collaborate. So I would say, one, have good, well-structured songs that are produced well and hopefully engineered well, depending on the genre you're in. Two, be intentional about getting primary with collabs, but do great songs when you collaborate. I feel like sometimes people collaborate and they just drop the first song that you did with somebody that has no real direction or intention. I find that intentional music does the best on platforms like Spotify. Like my number one song is Lifesaver. The song's about saving lives through music. It's my number one song. You know what I mean? My second is Glad to Be Me. I made that song intentionally about feeling good. I wanted a song that felt like la da dee da da da. That song, whatever. Yeah. I wanted one that felt like that. You know, so I was intentional with that and intentional with the collaborations I picked. 3, once you pass 25K monthly listeners, depending on your distributor, Spotify has this feature called Discovery Mode. And on Discovery Mode, Spotify takes a 30% commission, but what they do is they push your record out to the Spotify radio, in the Spotify algorithms.
Like
not
the For You
playlists, not
ones?
playlists. So specifically the recommended songs in Spotify radio. You get what I'm saying?
okay,
So
got
let's
you,
say you
got
click a random song and you click a single, and then Spotify has an algorithm where they just play random songs, and maybe you're 10 songs, 15 songs deep, and then boom, they'll play your song.
Yeah, that's how I've discovered artists too.
I've discovered
You feel
a
me?
lot of people like that.
Like
yeah.
when you
Yeah.
play
Even
an
if you-
album and the album ends and it just keeps playing songs.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
sometimes
because
it'll
it's
be
playing
other artists.
similar to this album. You know, like similar
They'll
to
play
this
some-
artist.
They'll still like I would just use Mexican OT. I used them earlier. I was listening to them, then they kept playing some Mexican OT, and then some other different artists I haven't heard before just started coming on. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
So you can exploit that feature with Discovery Mode. Spotify takes a 30% commission. I've benefited off of that, I think, tremendously. I feel like a lot of my streams happened from Discovery Mode. Started off from Discovery Mode, and then people just be on my stuff because I got hella music out. And then, so one, have songs that are arranged well, that start quick, because when people are discovering you, they're not listening to the music for you. Like, people didn't download Spotify to listen to Clark D, listen to Drake, Kendrick, Weeknd. So if Clark D comes on, it got a hit when it comes on. So 1, 2, collab with people that are streaming well intentionally. And if you don't have anybody like that, again, make sure you're making songs that have people excited to collaborate with you. You get what I'm saying? And then 3, Discovery Mode. Naturally, most of my streaming and stuff like that, like I average about, again, 300,000 streams a month right now. And that's without ads. You feel me? And that's without hella content. That's without playlists. I haven't been on any editorial playlist for my own records in Spotify for about maybe 2.5 years. And so, again, I'm a traditionalist. Like, a lot of artists are more music industry artists, where they'll follow whatever trends that the music industry tells them to do. I'm a traditionalist. I believe if I'm an artist, I do as artists do, not the industry. And what do artists do?
Like vigilante shit.
They create albums and release albums. They drop singles out of albums and release albums. Around the time when I was in college, when I was really taking music more seriously, everyone was saying drop singles, pitch for playlists. I didn't care for that. I said, I'm going to drop singles, but I'm going to do albums because I'm an album artist and my sound is too diverse. I rap in too many different pockets. I produce too many different types of beats to only be doing singles. You feel me? And singles to me are like marketing tools. So if you don't have a single that's like, I don't create hella easily marketable singles. And what's crazy is the singles that are the easiest to market stream the worst for me. Like, it's a stick up. It's not even my top 20 most streamed song. You feel me?
It's a great song.
I love that song. But it's not even my top 20. It's not even my top 20. I have songs that y'all have never heard before that are about to hit 500,000 streams. You feel me? Like, people just want music on those platforms. They just want genuine, good music. They don't care how you're promoting it. They just want really good songs. And so I'll say that. I would say every artist, you're not a real artist until you're headlining shows. In my opinion, you're not a real recording artist until you're in the habit of headlining shows. If you've been making music 5 years and you haven't headlined a show, you're setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah, that's
Because
so true,
it's an essential part of artist development, and it's the easiest way to promote your music. It's the easiest way to get content, and it's the easiest way to like bring excitement about your record. So then, again, I'm a traditionalist. I'm a year, headline a show a year minimum. Now, because I have multiple states where niggas know me, I'll have one headlining show in Atlanta a year, one headlining show in Boston a year, and then I'm gonna have one headlining show in New York a year within 6 months of me being there to a year. And then I got people hitting me up from all over America wanting me to do shows. So now I'm like, okay, Colorado. Niggas in Colorado be hitting me up. Okay, let me see how I can use Symphony is a good place to use your ads. I use my ads through Symphony.
Is that an app or a website?
It's a website.
Okay.
And they use AI, some shit to like. Symphony's really dope. It's really dope. But I can't necessarily explain it. I'm like a use person. Like I can't explain what kind of transistors are in this mic. I could just tell you if I like it or not.
I see
you know?
what you mean. Yeah.
But basically what I'm in the process of doing now, and again, this is why I had to stop engineering as much as I was doing. But I'm in the process of, okay, if I have 100,000 monthly listeners and I've had it and it hasn't gone down, if it goes down, it stabilizes around 100 or stabilizes around 75. So that means I actually genuinely have recurring people. So how can I have ads that target them, the people that know my music and listen to my music, even if it's one song, and let them know, hey, I'm doing a show in Denver. Hey, I'm doing a show in LA. Hey, I'm doing a show in Texas. Like even if it's 50 people. And also, if you understand your ecosystem, when you have records that are doing well, you can just hit up people. Let's say I want to do a show in Texas. I can hit up 4 to 5 artists that I know we have similar fans. Yeah. Let's do a show in Texas. I'll pay you $50, $100, whatever, and I'll come out there and then we'll plan a mini tour. Like I did a mini tour 2 years ago for Clark D Propaganda. Or I have another friend who just came off a mini tour. His name's Will Hill. He did LA, I think Sacramento. He just did New York, and then he's about to do Atlanta. So, and they're using their streaming data to find people that are doing tickets. And then when they do the shows, they produce content at the shows like this, chop up the content and post it. You know, to me, being a good artist is about world building and giving people unlimited ways to consume you, you know, and if you're only focused on dropping short form content and dropping one song a year, you're not giving people a true opportunity to consume you.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. So what I plan on bringing to Boston too is I'm going to probably do a whole live show, my set with a band, intimate, 50 tickets. You know,
yeah, with me as the guitarist, by the way.
You feel me? Like it's something we can easily talk about. But like, I want to do like, and then repurpose that, put it on YouTube, release the whole album on Spotify, like record it like that. Vibe. You feel me? Yeah. Or I want to do like, you know, what I seen done in Atlanta is people rent out whole movie theaters for R&B releases. And you'd be surprised. It probably costs about, if you do it on a Tuesday, it might cost $250, $300. But then that's activation. So you could have the baddest bitches in your city or baddest bitches that are a fan of you come and watch the movies for free. You get what I'm saying? As a way to promote a single that's catered towards women. That's an example of world building though. Like it's about giving people continual experiences. You get what I'm saying? Whether it's throwing parties or stuff like that. So I believe all that's in line with being, but it depends on the type of artist you are. Like I'm a creative, yes, but I'm also like, I believe I'm a cultural cornerstone. So when people are fans of me, I want to make sure that when you were 15 years old and you're 25 now, you remember going to my stuff when you was a kid. Like Tyler, it's people that are fans of his that have been going to his shit for 12 years. And he's a part of their culture. They rocking Odd Future. They buying the internet shit, buying Frank Ocean shit, and that's all a part of the world that Tyler, the Creator, built himself. You feel me?
Wiz with Taylor Gang and shit like that too.
You get what I'm saying? So, or Young Money, or except OVO, or PG Lang, TDE. So, like, if you're an artist, you try to give a world for people to consume you in. So, let's say you're also the type of artist that doesn't drop a lot. Then you need to put yourself in proximity to artists that drop more than you. So then you feature with them. And if you're not the type of person to drop a lot of music, at least make the music that you're a part of feel impactful. So maybe it's investing with your homie that you have a song with to get a music video and make it be an exciting, like Key doesn't drop hella music, but people are excited about the releases she drops. Key's in proximity to me. I drop a lot. So if you're a fan of me, you're also a fan of Key. You feel me? Because it's like, oh, like I love Clark D, but Clark D's not like Key. You get what I'm saying? Like there's certain, you don't listen to Frank Ocean for Tyler the Creator. Tyler can't sing like Frank, but Tyler's still Tyler. Like I know I'm not the best singer or even the best rapper in the world, but I know I'm one of the best curators of music in the world. And I'm one of the best curators of world building, possibly. I haven't even fully actualized that, but that's what I want to do. I want to give people opportunities to consume me all the time. So I'll say, if you're an artist trying to figure that out, the first step is make a good song. Then next step is obviously put the songs out, but find strategic collaborations. And then also be traditional artists where you drop an album a year, minimum. There should never be a year that passes by where you don't drop an album and you don't do a headlining show. And then once you have all those things in your headlining shows and you're releasing albums annually, then you start putting your hand in world building and you start colliding your world with other people's worlds until y'all make it. And me, I'm at the 5th step right now, which is I need a substantial record. Like this is the point I'm at now. And this will be good for in 10 years from now when y'all look back on this. Like I know I can sell out Sonya's. If I announce Sonya's today, I could definitely sell it out by November. I know if I wanted to do Sinclair, it would probably be hard to do, but if I gave all my energy to it, I could sell out Sinclair. 500 tickets. I know for sure I could do it because I make good enough music and enough people, I have enough fans in Boston. But if I want to do Paradise, can't do Paradise yet comfortably. If I want to do House of Blues, I can't do House of Blues yet comfortably. I can't even touch House of Blues yet. And the reason why is because I don't have a substantial record. I don't have songs that is moving a substantial amount of people right now. But the thing is, I've never tried to do that. I was always just trying to create, to be a creative. You feel me? So then now I'm in the process of like understanding the science of making songs that like people can't live without. And then once I have that, because I'm literally at a plateau right now. And collaborations can help me easily. Being a part of the underground scene, going to New York, rubbing shoulders with people that are doing shit is going to help me. But in my opinion, nothing is going to change my life more than records that people can't live without. Genuinely. So that's what I'm in the process of doing. I'm in the science of making songs that people can't live without. Every single day, that's what I'm trying to do. Like when we was in the studio, and I'm like, yeah, this is some fun turn shit. It sounds like a show record, but the only way people can't live without it is if it's arranged well. Or if there's a music video with it that is like substantial, that feels, and you was even, when we was in the studio, I was painting the vision of the song because it's like, people don't care about a song that doesn't have a high level energy to it. You feel me? Like, yo, the hook feels like this. The verses feel like this. Like if you have a song that's just whatever throughout and it doesn't inspire them to do drugs, nigga shit, little kid shit, or sex, then they don't care about it. You feel me? So like I'm in the science of understanding that right now and applying that in myself. So, and then also as an artist, you have to understand it takes about 7 to 8 months to even reach the Spotify algorithm when you're in the beginning. So my goal I first moved to Atlanta, and again, I wasn't even 100% focused on myself. Like we had Hella Motion in Boston, and over the past 4 years, I've just maintained it. I actually haven't grown my momentum. I've just maintained it. But before I moved to Atlanta, we did a Family Famous 21. That was my old brand that I had, and we did around 280 tickets. It was like the first hip hop show in Boston, local hip hop show in Boston after the pandemic. I moved to Atlanta, and my main goal was like, okay, now that I'm in Atlanta, I need to focus on growing my streaming. So when I was in Atlanta, first moved down there, it would take me around 2 weeks to hit 1,000 streams. And that would be the metric. Like, yo, as long as my shit is above 1,000 streams, okay, that's a win for the record. If it doesn't hit that, then I know the record wasn't it, or it's not for the type of fans that I want. You get what I'm saying? Like, because I want fans that stream. I want fans that consume music all day. Like, I don't fit the underground aesthetic where people just buy music, like the Griselda shit. I don't necessarily fit that. I don't fit the trap shit. I know I want fans that stream. College kids, young adults that stream. So then, okay, it takes me 2 weeks to get to 1,000. I'm dropping more. So now it takes me I can get to 1,000 streams within 3 days. So that means I average with new releases around 300 streams a day. You feel me? And then it plateaus. But then I realized it will take my record 7 to 8 months to reach the algorithm to where it could start doing. You feel me? So sometimes when you have a record, it's not even about you over promoting the record or over marketing the record because you believe in it. But sometimes it's about releasing the right type of songs, having the right type of artist profile pictures, having the right type of collabs so that they put you in algorithm to artists that are like you. And it might take Spotify 7 to 8 months to do that. And that's what it took for a lot of my songs. So now all the songs that are streaming well, a lot of them are like 2 years old or over 15 months old. So now I don't really stress about, like Russ said something about this, about giving yourself 3 days after you drop a song to just let it breathe. It was like Russ or Drake or some shit. You get what I'm saying? And now I give myself 3 months. Like, I don't know if a record's really successful or not until it's been out for 90 days. Mm-hmm. But now, really, like, I don't know if a record's been successful or not if it's been out unless it's been out for 6+ months. Because it takes time to. I have a song that's doing 1,000 streams a day right now that I dropped in a 3-pack. I did one piece of short form content to it. And again, I put my friend on it. His name's Noah Sharf. He's dope. It's about to hit it just hit 100K. I didn't put any ads, nothing. The number one city might be Australia or some shit. I don't know where the fuck they're finding this music. But I do know is the record's been out since November 2023. So, okay. So then it takes time for people to find the songs. And to me, socials is like a whole different thing. Like artists, what they do is they conflate both. But to me, it's like, what niggas blow up for on YouTube is different for what niggas blow up for on Instagram. So I'm not going to overly stress myself out about building a campaign around those older songs when I'm on some new shit right now. Now, if I have something substantial for those songs, I'll do it instead of just trying to get some content out just so niggas know. Like, that doesn't mean anything. Like, fans actually don't care. Mm-hmm. Like, fans will roast you for having some mid-ass visuals. Fans will roast you for having some mid-ass shit. Like, you might as well just drop the mid shit and move on. You get what I'm saying? Like, to me, you should only over-promote something that's dope.
Yeah.
That, like, you know resonates with you, and that's dope. Because I know plenty of people that are promoting records that reflected them 6 months ago, and they've been moved on, and they're stopping themselves from releasing because they think that, they have to keep pushing this one song. But like, bro, you don't have the money to make a hit record. Make this shit a hit. You don't have $100,000, $200,000.
That's so real.
That's really what goes into this.
Real, dude.
So I know I don't have the money to it's a stick up to radio and turn it to, it's a platinum record in my mind. I know it's a stick up. If I give that shit to DaBaby and Megan Thee Stallion, it's a platinum record, bro. They don't have to change anything. But I know, what do I have that's worth way more than $200,000? And that's my creative GDP. That's my creative abilities. And I know I have at least $20 billion worth of creative ideas that if I just am in a constant, if I'm constantly executing creative ideas, it's gonna compound. And the shit that I don't have the money for will make up for with people just believing in themselves. You get what I'm saying? Yep. So if I'm an artist, I'm taking that approach. If I don't have the budget to over promote a song or even to do music videos, I would just make sure everything I do is tasteful. Tasteful in the context of the ecosystem I want to exist in. Because I know for me, I like cinematic cover art. I like samples. I like hard-hitting drums. I like storytelling raps. That's not the same genre as a net spend or a Lil Uzi.
Right.
So I'm not gonna treat myself like I'm moving like Lil Uzi and them. I'm gonna be like, who's like that? J. Cole, Smino, Saba.
Smino's piece.
You feel me? Cousin Stiz,
Yeah.
the buddies, okay. And I'm gonna take what they do well, and I'm gonna take what I do well, and I'm gonna make a soup out of it. You get what I'm saying? And so I would say, to me, look at what I broke down in just this past 15 minutes. How the fuck can you even know to do this shit if you're not giving 100% of yourself every day? Like, you won't even know to do this shit. All you'll know is what you see on Instagram. Oh, spend $100 on ads. Spend $150 on ads. Spend this, spend that. Or you got to have this much content. You got to shoot 100 pieces of content a day. Or post every day on TikTok. You don't have to do that shit. You should post every day on TikTok when you look good, when you look interesting. If you're a fucking mediocre guy that makes mediocre music, you should not be posting on TikTok every day. In my opinion.
Right.
That's not sustainable because I'm not on TikTok to look at you. I want to look at bad bitches and learn about news and cooking. I don't want to look at you saying, POV, you found the next. I don't care. I don't care. Nobody cares about me doing that shit aside from the people that fuck with me. But I'm not going to put so much sweat equity into that. I'm going to put all my sweat equity in making compelling songs, putting myself in proximity to artists that do stream well, and curating the visuals with the songs and making sure what I'm doing is tasteful. And then, so like that's kind of been the science I've been breaking down, like, and what I had going on. And I realized how many weaknesses I had, like even being in Atlanta, like how many weaknesses I have in my artistry. You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, like I do have the potential now more than ever to go on a generational run. Like there's never been a more clear time in my life where, yo, I could be a superstar in the next 5 years. Like I can say that confidently. That's not arrogance. It's not, I'm not saying this arrogantly. I'm 12 years deep. I got the grams. I mixed John Legend vocals in my bedroom. I got a song with the NFL coming out on Friday that I did with Rock Nation.
That's so sick.
I'm already selling out shows in Boston. I'm selling out shows in Atlanta. And I'm streaming well. I have a chance to really do this.
Yeah, you just need that one song.
You feel me?
That's it.
And it's like, bro, I got 5 albums of catalog out. If I have even, I don't give a fuck, bro. It could be my Pump It Up. Don't let me get a hit record. You feel me? Because I know now. Think about, when was Gunna is a good example. Most of Gunna's biggest songs came before he went to jail. But he's dropped an album every single year for the past however many years since he got out. Or he dropped 3 albums since he got out. Every album sells over 60K. That's over $1 million in 1 week. He tours every single year. He's doing festivals every year. And out of every album, at least one song goes. Chris Brown's the same way. Niggas is coming to see him do, will you, or excuse me, miss. Yeah. They're screaming for those songs, but
excuse me, Miss Went Crazy, brother. But
at the same time, like, because he has those hits under his belt, every single time he drops an album, it goes up.
Because they're gonna be like, yo, is that the next excuse me, miss?
Yeah. You feel me? Or it's just once people are familiar with you, and once people have like all I want to do is be familiar. Yeah. Don't let me get familiar.
I feel that.
Because if I get familiar and people get to know who I am and what I stand for, it's over with. Think about a John Bellion who hasn't dropped songs in 6+ years. He got a few hit records that he wrote and a couple songs of his that do well, that have done well. No, he has a lot of songs that have done well. But it's like he can disappear for 6 years and come back because now he's familiar.
Yeah.
He has a catalog of, this is what artists in Boston need to be focusing on. You feel me? Like, but mind you, they haven't even done the first 4 things. You get what I'm saying? There's no way Clark D does House of Blues. There's no way Clark D does Paradise Rock Club without a record that people can't live without. And right now I'm on the relentless pursuit of that. You know, and I'm not waiting. I'm not shy. I'm not sitting on shit I have. I'll just drop some shit and I'll let time determine it, you know, until I have the one that I feel like, yo, I'm gonna put 10 bands behind this and this is gonna blow me up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
I can't wait to hear it, man. This has been very inspirational.
Yeah.
I really hope that people paid attention to this one, dude.
Yeah, for real. You gave out
things
mad game today, dude.
that people need to pay attention to, for real.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So thank you, Clark.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you for everything you're doing, man. I can't wait to see what happens with you, bro.
Yeah, no, appreciate y'all. Yo, I got a question for y'all.
Yeah, what's
What
up?
up?
Who are y'all excited about?
Like which artists?
Yeah, in the city. If you could give a one or two.
Definitely Casso. I mean, dude, J Rose too.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I want to see him release a lot more for sure.
Yeah.
You know, and really go for it, like you're saying. But every time he plays with someone, I'm like, dude, this is
It's
fucking
ridiculous.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know?
Timeless.
Yeah.
I would go with well Casso, because I know that Casso was gonna go crazy like 6+ years ago.
Yeah.
When I seen him at fucking Self-Made Studios when it was in Quincy. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I was like, yo, this nigga's nice. And then I
Yeah.
fucking listened to the album Colors and shit. That shit was crazy. And then Devo, to be honest, he's not an artist, but I think
Yeah.
Devo.
Right.
I say it to Devo all the time. In DMs, I was like, nigga, you the future. I tell him,
Yeah.
all the
Nah,
time.
he's the now.
Yeah. No, but
He's in
yeah,
there, which is
I
crazy.
know, but it's like
Devo's cold.
I see what he could be at, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, that's why I say that. You know what I'm saying? And anything Devo touches, bro, right
Yeah,
now,
he's
it's
mad
just going
humble
crazy.
too, bro. It's
Yo, like,
it's definitely.
and what Devo has that's special is that he gets motherfuckers around him. He inspires. You see it.
Yeah.
Like people follow Devo
Yeah.
because they like see it too. You know what I
Nah,
mean?
he's
They
real
believe him.
militant too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
real
I know. I could
militant,
tell
yeah.
when we had him here last week with Taker. I was just like,
Yeah,
this
real
nigga-
militant. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
definitely those two.
Yeah. I was gonna say Key is one of my favorite like rappers from over here too. Just I don't know. I'm also like I really like rock music. I really love rap music. So I always like love when they mix that shit together. That shit is so fucking cool. It gives me like Rage vibes. It gives me Scarlord vibes. But if we're not talking about rap, I actually really enjoy Nico Trez's music right now.
Oh, he's
like
awesome,
honestly better than like my shit. Like I love listening to his shit. I love learning his
Nico
shit.
Trez?
Nico Trez, he's doing a lot of numbers too. He's a artist from I actually don't know where he's at, like Wakefield area or something like that.
Some
but
northern white shit.
yeah, some northern white dude. But he's nasty at singing, dude. He's
Yeah,
like
he is
he
nasty.
does metalcore, super nasty. I play the guitar sometimes for I played guitar for him last week, but
Yeah.
the music he produces too is just like insane.
I gotta say Naughty, by the way. I forgot that.
Oh yeah, Naughty's nasty. Naughty's
Naughty?
nasty.
Yeah, she sends me some shit sometimes. I'd be like, damn. And then I seen her when she performs, the reaction she gets from people and
Yeah.
Yeah.
the high production level, the effort she puts in is like, I was
Yeah.
like,
I
oh, she
will-
gives a fuck. You know what I mean?
I will say the one artist that I do think will really make it out, like for sure, is Isha. Like Isha, she's got a complex
Isha's
article
nasty.
from 2 years ago, bro.
Yeah.
She's got like mad shows that
can
she
see with
hosts
Isha.
for herself.
Yeah.
So I just be like,
Isha's
she's
in a
crazy.
predicament though. She's in a predicament.
What do you mean?
what's the predicament?
She's in a predicament of she has a window to make this real. You feel me? Cause she knows how to make people excited about the music.
Right. I see what you mean.
She knows how to get your attention. But it's about having a catalog that keeps people's attention. And this is something we speak about too, you know?
Yeah.
And she gives a lot to herself performing and doing shows and shit like that. And I was just like, yo, I don't think you should be doing shows in Massachusetts right now. Cause you don't have a record that's like going yet. Like you
That one night record?
once you know, bro, it's not making money, bro. You
Yeah,
feel me?
because the beat is the rhythm.
Nah, it don't even matter, bro. Like I'm talking, bro. Like Isha's so good, she could go gold, platinum, be signed, go on tour. Like that's what I'm talking about. Is like being known is one thing. Like she's already known. She's done everything an artist should do in Boston. Like she's in a similar situation as me, and I mean, artist should do in Massachusetts. She's in a similar situation as me. Niggas know her. Everything she do is exciting, but she got a baby, and shit got to be real life. You feel me? And she's special. But at the same time, imagine knowing you're special, knowing you get the write-ups, knowing you know how to get people's attention, but you're not seeing real bread from this shit yet. And I think in her particular situation, the second she masters how to make fucking smashes that are making bread, she's out of here. Like truly, like out of here. You know, I think she's one of those artists that like if she gets signed to a label, gets A&R'd so well, like she's out of here.
Yeah.
You know? But nah, I think all y'all said great names. But yo, it's some sleepers too that y'all ain't mentioned. I'm gonna put a sleeper in there, Latrell James.
Oh yeah.
Latrell's
Oh,
good,
yeah.
yeah.
I put Latrell. Yo, people take Latrell for granted, but Latrell James probably the only artist in this state that's like really doing this shit at like on the rap side, at the level
High
he's
level.
doing it at.
Yeah, very
and
much.
been doing that, and the shit he got on the way is like, you feel me? I'll say Latrell is like a
He's got
ridiculous
crazy
sleeper.
sync placements too. Like,
Yeah,
he's got
hella.
beats on NBA shit or
Hella like
all
he
that
got
shit,
records
yeah.
with Isaiah Rashad.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel me? Like in the tuck, like nothing. You get what I'm saying? But nah, this was so nice, y'all.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, of course.
I hope I didn't
Yeah.
talk too much.
No, actually, I forgot we even were closing out the show. We want to have
Nah,
like
it's been
another
great.
conversation.
It's great. We gotta do it again. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to come
Sure.
back on, bro.
Thank you
for
so
real.
much.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back next week.
Peace.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Live from the gutter, I'm making a scene. On a mission, I'm chasing the green. To that paper, I'm lightning McQueen. Shoot the flow like a thread, I'm just sewing the seams. To a lot, but I'm glad to be dreaming. You my little nigga moving like semen. He wanna act like a demon. I'll call him my brother, he'll turn him anemic. I've been in chosen one straight out the fetus. Feeling like Martin Luther, I'm a teacher. Hop out the jet, a nigga like a preacher. She give me sloppy, I'm never gonna leave her. Bitches be all up in a nigga phone. You want a dog, baby, throw a bone. I'm rocking that CBT, ain't no Valone. Or go to my city, let's set it in stone. I got the paper if you looking for issues. Wipe me down, gotta give me a tissue. I need money, so why would I diss you? To the rack, I ain't tryna assist you. On my pivot, I move like I'm Steve Nash. Know a couple of folks that I've been past. Gotta eat one and got me a big bag. LAX in the Uber, I'm jet lagged.
Tell them, yeah, we outside, bitch. They don't know where outside is. They don't know how my side get. Niggas playing 4, 5, 6. They make them big, big. Baby, throw that shit big. You know how we get there. Anytime I spin big.
Ooh, more money, more problems, more haters. That's what happens when stacking them M's up. They been watching, can't do it like them. Been on TV, we'll do it again. Make a living and rapping off stems. Pop up quick like I'm Mitch in the bins. Negativity need me to cleanse. Call me Muggsy, we jump out the gym. Ooh, shit. All I got is just me and these knots. She be holding me down when it's hot. Had some ooh. Had some ooh when they raided the spot. I find she ready to go. Need K's when I do the verse. Double K's when we hit the show.